Hello Infiniteers, welcome to the final episode in this series, in which I'll show you how to implement the logic for the final boss battle. As usual, you'll find logic diagrams on my blog to help you recreate this on your own systems. The link is in the video description. But let's start by reviewing the Creativitoys that I've placed ahead of time. And all I've done is place these for the most part, and done a few other little things, but I'll show you that. So first we have a trigger area that I've set up over top of the start pad like you see there. And we have a collection pen over here. I have two enemy wave generators. Those are connected to that one's connected to 5 locators on that side of the bridge. This one's connected to the 5 locators on the other side of the bridge. And I'll show you where these are. And the little blue dot is facing toward the start pad on all of these. And before I review those, let me just show you what else we have. We have a trigger area inside of this thorny archway here. I have a logic gate, a sound effect generator, and this is the one toy that's from the Gameplay Toys drawer. All the rest of them are from Creativitoys. We have an action enforcer, a radar marker, a friendly wave generator, and the friendly wave generator is connected to another locator up on the top of this tower up here. And the little blue dot is facing toward the ladder where the player comes up. And we need one more toy, which I'll get to in a moment, which will be the boss battle spawner. But on the first enemy wave generator here, to save a little bit of time, I've already configured the wave, because this list again takes a while to scroll through, but I've got 2 gator goons, 2 pig goons, and 1 vulture goon. These are Maleficent's minions from the Sleeping Beauty movie. And this one's set up very similar. We have 1 gator goon, 2 pig goons, and 2 vulture goons this time. And on the friendly wave generator, I've configured the wave on that as well to save a little bit of time. This one is using 1 Maleficent costume. Alright, so the last toy that we need is the boss battle spawner. And this takes up a ton of memory. And I've got just enough room. I could place this right on the ground out here. However, I have noticed problems with this in the past where that Creativitoy is in the field of play. If you hit it or damage it or whatever, which can easily happen with some stray fire, that causes problems. And so what we're going to do is raise this up here out of the way. And I placed it. It'll take a moment to place this. And I always hold my breath here because I never know if this is going to work or if it's going to hang my system. I haven't used as much memory here because it's a very small toy box, so this should work. And we'll find out here in a moment. If you hear a horrible screeching noise, that's my Wii U locking up. There it goes. It worked. You can see the bounding box turned red because it's trying to drop another object in there, which you can't do. Let's get off of that thing so we don't accidentally do that. Alright, so here is our boss battle spawner. And while we're right here, let's set the properties on this. For the boss, we're going to use Venom. We've been using the symbiotes for the Heartless, so Venom seems like a good stand-in for Xehanort. And there we go. Alright, let's go ahead and set the properties on all the toys and then we'll hook them up. This is very easy to do. So on the collection pen, we're going to set the property here on for removing the counted actor. On these two enemy wave generators, for the properties on those, you'll set these the same way. Just take the generation delay to 0. All the rest of those are fine. Okay. Over here on the sound effect generator, we want to turn off 3D sound at speaker or locator. On the friendly wave generator, the properties for that, again, generation delay to 0. And under the generated friend options, we're going to set the behavior to angry. That'll cause Maleficent to stand still, but she won't just be standing there. She'll be moving a little bit, making angry gestures. And then for our radar marker, we're going to connect that up with a new actor connection to our friendly wave generator. And on the properties for that, beacon type will be a yellow arrow. Beacon location needs to be the connected actor. Alright, so to hook this up, we'll come back out here to the trigger area that's over the start pad. Open the logic menu and do a new logic connection. When exited by player any, we'll generate the wave for each of the enemy wave generators. So that way nothing will happen until the player leaves that start pad. And then the enemies will spawn out here and the player battles them. Now this trigger area will kick off the boss battle. So when the player runs through here, we want to generate the boss. So on this one, new logic connection when entered by player any, we're going to come up to our boss battle spawner and turn that on. And we only want to do this one time, so that's why we have the logic gate over here. So on this trigger area, new logic connection when entered by player any, we will input into the logic gate. And on the logic gate, a new logic connection on output will deactivate the trigger area. Alright, and once the boss is defeated, then we'll put Maleficent in for the last part of this mission. So on the boss battle spawner, a new logic connection. When defeated, and you have to select the specific boss, which doesn't make any sense because it only generates one. So when Venom is defeated, we'll come over to our friendly wave generator and we'll generate that wave, which will put Maleficent up on top of the tower. And because she's kind of out of the way, we need to let the player know she's there. That's why we have the radar marker. So on the boss fight spawner, new logic connection when defeated, Venom is sound like Yoda. We'll come over to our radar marker and activate that. Alright, so then the player climbs the ladder, grabs Maleficent, and he can either drop kick her off of the world or put her in the collection pen. But either way, the end of the mission is kicked off from the friendly wave generator. So on that toy, a new logic connection. When the wave is defeated, first thing we'll do is turn off the radar marker, which isn't needed anymore. Second thing we'll do, new logic connection when the wave is defeated. We will come over to our action enforcer and have all of the players celebrate. Next, new logic connection when the wave is defeated. we'll play our end of mission music. So under the musical category on the sound generator, we'll play Fanfare. And that is it. Very simple. That's all there is to the boss battle. And at this point, you can move all of the toys below the terrain to hide them and get them out of the way. So these two enemy wave generators, the logic gate, and these 4 toys you can move below the terrain. And with that, this toy box and this series are done. I know some of you are probably wondering what I'll be doing next. Well, because the holidays are approaching, I don't want to start a new series or any major toy box projects, so I'm going to wait until January to do that. After the holidays, we'll be returning to Disneyland to finish that up, and I've also got a brand new toy box that I've been working on that I'm eager to show you. But in the meantime, I do have a few miscellaneous things that I want to do, and so I'm going to spend the rest of this month doing videos for some of those. Some of them are viewer requests, which I normally don't do anymore because I get so many of them, but I've had many requests for a couple of very specific things, so I want to take care of those. And at some point this month, we're going to be going back to my sports series because I've finally finished baseball, and I want to show you that so I can finally finish that series. And of course, I'll have a Christmas video that will air later this month. So that's what you can look forward to in the near future on my channel. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed my video today, please give it a like and leave a comment to let me know what you think of this series now that it's done. Also, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of my upcoming projects. I've got some cool new toy boxes coming your way soon. That's all for me today. Take care.